Oh, vibes. All right, we're back here with another episode of MITA Unshackled. We got Michael here with IHORT and your host Ari Munoz,
Rita Valenzuela over here.
and welcome back.
Thank
Today
you.
we're going to be talking about IHORT and all about Michael. Can you give us a little explanation of your company?
Yes, International Horticultural Technologies, IHORT, is located in Hollister, California. We are the manufacturers of a line of compostable, organic, and now certified kosher media for propagation. We make the Q plugs, the grow blocks, and the Excel plug trays for growers. And if you're propagating and cloning and starting your plants, you should be putting them in an iHort product.
Okay. Can you give us a little information about what this is actually made of and why use that?
Sure. Typical plug right here, cocoa and peat with a polymer. Our polymer that we use is a plant-based polymer. It is food grade. We have a certification of kosher, the only one in the United States and Canada. We are food grade and we are fully compostable, which means no disposal issues. You can grind it up, do what you want, use it as compost. It will go away, but yet it will stand up in an NFT and in a liquid solution because it won't break down in that until you take it out and then put it into its final spot.
Awesome.
Many different sizes. The standard size happens to be this one. This is a 40 by 40 millimeter Q plug. We also make the grow blocks. This is a small one. This is our small one. And as you can see, the dibble hole fits the 40-40. Just like that.
40.
There we go. See?
And they're like swimwear.
So what you got here is a square plug in a square hole. We passed the test. I can't say that about my competitors. That doesn't work. They've got a round hole and it ends up like that. So you've got a lot of surface area in here. This goes right in.
That's right in, yes.
And the time that it would take to root in here is very quick, because of the surface area and the tightness of the fit. So that's the way to go. Sure.
So I'm not a grower, right? I've never even seen a Q plug in person till now, or the grow block. Could you put your clone in the Q plug and then just like throw it in some kind of soil, or do you recommend using the grow blocks?
Good question. It's a grower's preference. You don't have to use a block. This is just one. Just because I happen to have this size, we also have them up to 6 by 6. You can put this, of course, in any substrate after you're done with it. But the idea of the Q plug or the Excel tray plug is this is a bonded media. So it stays together. So when you pull it out of the tray, all the roots are intact and you're not wrecking the roots. So your transplant shock is minimal. So you can go from this, when you start it, into a pot, a container, whatever you choose. But it's best to start them in here. It's tougher to start cannabis in something that is a non-binded soil media.
Awesome.
So you really do need to put it into something that sticks together.
Yeah. I have another question. So besides the fact that it is square and it fits in, what else stands out? Because you mentioned that the competitors, it doesn't really fit in pretty well because it's circular. What else does your company bring?
We all of our products are ready to use. In other words, you don't have to pH them and change it.
Can I touch it?
You can add whatever formulas you want to do. It's not necessary. So once you open up the material and stick it in on your bench, you're ready to go. And when you're done, you're ready to go because we have no disposal issues.
Okay.
So it's ready to use, ready to go right out of the bag as a retail bag right there, or as our professional grade, which is in a tray or bulk.
So do you have to keep them in like a climate controlled environment?
Good question. The answer is no, but you don't want to keep these out in the open because whatever is going to land on this, these are like petri dishes.
Mm.
So, whoop,
Oh no.
lost my headphones. You should have them at least protected.
Mm-hmm.
If they dry out, that's fine because they will re-wet. That was what that water was.
Mm.
These were in my car at 110 degrees and they dried
Oh.
out, but they'll re-wet as you can see, and you can use it. Also,
Soak it back up.
my competitor does not. We do.
Mm.
That's another reason to use our product. So in answer to your question, there really isn't much of a shelf life on these, but you do want to protect them from critters and pathogens, and that's it.
Mites and all that.
That and bacteria and fungus and things. You don't want that on it. And if it does get on it, um, it's not a hard thing to eliminate.
Makes sense.
Awesome.
Makes
Yeah.
sense. So does it absorb a lot of like water and nutrients if you were to put it in like a pot and then you were gonna like transport it into a bigger pot? Does it anytime you like water your plant, does that actual like media absorb like the water and nutrients, or is it just kind of like the root foundation?
Well, all of our medias are basically a material that you can use while you're in the propagation stage, which is what we're doing. These are just baby plants. You don't really add much nutrient to it to begin with because you have to figure you're putting a cutting in here with no roots. So that's the equivalent of a baby in a crib. No teeth, they're just eating baby food. So that's basically what you're going to do to here. There's a starter charge already in these, just enough to get it through without being chlorotic and turn yellow. But once you're out and you're into a bed, which is what a baby, after he's in the crib, he goes into a bed, then he's able to eat food and has teeth, then you add your fertilizer. Right. So basically we're dealing with babies here.
It's a little baby plant.
Little baby plant. Right, right,
Mommy.
right.
That's so funny. So how did you get started?
Yeah,
What
what's
made you
your
get
story?
into this?
Well, I've always been a passionate horticulturist. Even as a young guy, I was into plants. I studied horticulture, and my major in school is horticulture, so I've got a bachelor's in horticulture. And after all these years, I'm still working in my major, which is pretty cool, I think.
Horticulture.
Yeah,
Interesting.
horticulture. Yeah.
What college?
I went to Delaware Valley University in Doylestown, Pennsylvania.
Awesome.
Very cool.
Yes.
So are you the founder and owner of iHort?
I am not. I've been at IHORT for 4 years. Previously, I worked for another company doing the same thing. I was a competitor. So I've been propagating plants now for close to a quarter of a century. And I'd have to say at this point, 25 years. I would say at this point, there's probably not a plant on this planet I can't propagate.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome. You should probably fix my plant at home.
I could do
because
that.
It's dead.
Yeah.
It's gone.
I can't do that. I'm not
Well,
able
Can't
to.
I think it has
resurrect it.
hope.
No, I don't have
There's a
that
little
power, but I could help you with future endeavors.
So are you
no
like
doubt.
the Jesus of plants? Just kind of touch.
You can call me the plant whisperer at some point.
The
so.
plant whisperer.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good at propagation. I know if you give me a particular variety of plant, I can probably steer you in the right direction.
Nice.
That's awesome. And do you make videos? Like, do you have like an Instagram or anything like that?
We do. iHort has an Instagram. Everything's on our website, ihort.com.
Awesome.
So you can do it. We're redoing our website as we speak. The new version should be ready in about 2 weeks.
Nice.
And that will have a
Revamping it?
lot more. Yeah, there's a lot of pictures that I took that are going to be on it.
Hell yeah.
So it's
Photographer too.
it's coming up. We ship all over the country, actually all over the world. Everything's made in Hollister, and we just ship it out. So all these products are available either in bulk. The Q plugs are available in bulk, and the Excel I didn't bring the trays because I didn't have any, but this is the material that's we call our Excel media. It's a softer media.
Ooh.
It breaks apart.
Just put it back together?
Yes.
It kind of feels like a stress ball. It's so smooth.
That's the Q plug. That's the different. This one's an
Plug.
interesting one. Check this out. If
This one just breaks apart.
all you guys who have Easy Clone machines, this takes the place of the collar. It's our patented design, and it's a pretty popular product right now.
Super cute. So would you be able to grow other fruits and vegetables using these, or would you not recommend it?
No, absolutely. Cannabis is just one crop that we cover. We do ornamentals, trees, flowers, forestry, microgreens, fruit trees. I have customers, a lot of fruit trees, a lot of cuttings. So it isn't just cannabis, although that's a lot of it.
Yeah.
That's a lot
Those
of
are
it.
most
And,
of
and
your
honestly,
clients.
if people see what I see with my customers in the big grows, they may have to be wearing Depends. They would be going in their pants. There's quite a bit in this country right now.
Going into your pants. That's
Yeah.
so funny. Well, what other fascinating thing could you let us know and we can close out with here? Any fun stories, any experiences, troubles you guys have had?
Well, I would say this. I know what's out there as far as our competitors go. I'm familiar with pretty much everybody out there at this point. Why we are better? We're made in California. We are compostable. We are now certified kosher. We are food grade. So we've hit all the major components. Our peat and cocoa, which is what this is made out of, is omri. The product itself is not fully omri because we have the polymer in it, but we address that and make that
What's
polymer food grade.
Omri?
Omri is an organic certification, so
Okay.
we are as pretty much as organic and compostable and earth friendly as you could possibly be for a media.
We love that.
So
Organic,
we've tried to hit
non-GMO.
all the buttons.
Do you know how long it takes to break down if you were to throw it outside?
It depends on a lot of different things. It depends on the temperature of where you're putting it and what you
Makes
had in
sense.
it and lots of multitude of factors.
Multiple variables.
So that would be a little bit hard to answer. But I
Yeah.
will say this: it will be gone. It'll be at some point, especially
the
Excel.
earth.
You're going to be hard pressed after 1 year to tell where this media starts and the soil begins.
Oh,
So
impressive.
you won't find it.
So you won't find it. So
No.
it'll just dissipate.
It disintegrates. Yeah.
Nice.
It was
Yeah.
nice having you.
Yeah.
Thank you. This
of
is a pleasure.
course.
Nice to meet
Yeah,
both
nice
of you.
to meet
I didn't know you guys before.
Now you
So
do,
I know
right?
you guys. This is very nice. Yeah.
Learn
so,
a little bit of something here and there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you for teaching us about the medians and sharing us your story, letting us know a little bit about horticulture. It was great having you.
Yeah.
We'll have you again coming
Yeah.
soon. and
I'd love to.
then-
My pleasure.
And it was
Yeah.
completely foreign for us, so it's always good to learn, and obviously the viewers as well are learning
Yeah.
from you, so it's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And
And
then-
anybody wants to holler at me, can I you
Yeah.
can say my phone number even if
I
you
mean,
want
if that's what you
Yeah.
want, if you want to give
Put
out
it
your
out
phone
there.
number, yeah.
You can reach me. The best way,
Love this.
actually, the best way to reach me is my email, and it's Michael, MICHAEL, at IHORT.com. Michael at IHORT.com. I'll answer your question. We'll get you set up if you're doing any kind of propagation or cloning, no matter what the crop is. I can help you.
Love to hear it.
Man.
All right. Michael from iHort. Thanks for having you.